Come here as part of the Speakers for Schools programme, which is a programme that's been set up nationally to get people to go and talk in schools who might not otherwise normally go and talk in schools, maybe about their jobs, about things that they've done in their lives, so that you get the chance to ask questions, but also to think about all kinds of things you might want to do in the future, things you might want to be. How many people here, just stick your hand up if you are pretty confident you know what you'd want to do when you leave Airedale? That's quite a lot of people. Secondly, if you've just got a rough idea. And then thirdly, no clue at all. Go back to that first group, right? The ones you were pretty certain about what you wanted to do. What do you want to do? You want to be a youth worker, retail buyer, midwife, fantastic job to do, a businessman, an animator. You've all got amazing ideas about what you want to do. I was one of the people, if you'd asked me that question, I'd have been one of the ones who said, I haven't a clue. Even when I was always interested in politics, I was interested in Labour politics and involved with the Labour Party, I didn't really think that I wanted to be an MP or I wanted to do it, but I thought I'd have a go. And it was actually a real surprise to me when I was selected to be the Labour candidate in 1997. And I love the job I'm doing now. That you don't have a go at things because you think you might fail. So maybe you don't buy the first house in order to do it up, because actually it just feels a bit too risky. Or you don't try to get that job as the retail buyer because, well, you don't know anybody, you don't know how to get the job, and you can't make that first contact. But actually, if you don't have the go in the first place, then you never get on anywhere. And that's what I think I'd say to all of you today is, whatever it is you think about maybe doing, or you think you'd be really interested in, or you feel excited about, or you want to do, don't be embarrassed to ask for help to do it, or to ask somebody for advice, because what you know about adults is there's nothing they love more than giving young people advice. That's all I'm going to say at the moment, and I'm happy to answer any questions from you, but I also want to ask you all some questions as well. So who wants to start asking any questions?
Would you be happy for your children to follow in your footsteps and choose a career in politics?
I think working in politics is a brilliant job. So, I would encourage anybody to do it. We may well have, next future MPs here in this room. So I think it's a great job to do. I think probably for my children, it's probably like a lot of you who sort of figure that actually the job that your parents do is the last one that you want to do. And often people want to do something different.
What inspired you to become an MP?
So I think, partly, as I was saying before, I just decided I would have a go. Partly because when I became an MP, it was in 1997, it was after we'd had 18 years at that time, the Tory government. We'd had all the problems, this area, all the problems with the coal industry, but across the country, problems with youth unemployment, problems with the NHS was in a lot of trouble at that time. And I thought I wanted to do something to make a difference. And rather than just sort of sit around and talk about it, I wanted to do something and to be part of that and part of changing things.
So it was a really good event, so people asking all sorts of different questions. And it was really interesting that so many of the young people had quite strong ideas already about what they want to do, very strong aspirations about different kinds of, running their own businesses, becoming midwives, all sorts of different jobs too.
I found it really inspirational and motivational. I think it'll help a lot of people in the school to just work out where exactly they want to be as soon as they leave.
Some of our students don't have those role models within their families. Not all of them, but some of them don't have people within their families who've gone to university or have had really successful careers. So to be able to see somebody who's telling them that it's not impossible and to kind of follow your dreams and believe in yourself and ask and get out there and ask people to support you, I think that was a really good message.
Well, I hope that people will take the message that there's all kinds of things they can do, even if they have no clue about what they want to do right now, because I certainly didn't have a clue what I wanted to do when I was their age, and to think about all sorts of things and to ask other people for help, to ask for advice, to ask for ideas for help as well, and just to have a go.
The message that I've taken away personally from this talk is to just follow your dreams, personally. As you were saying on stage, is to have a go at anything you want, or just give it a try, because if you don't give it a try, you don't know.
I think it's important for people like Yvette to visit comprehensive schools. It'll give people new ideas to try things that they wouldn't have thought they'd try before.
I would say that I think this has been incredibly worthwhile. Having spoken to some of our students this afternoon, they have said how much they've enjoyed it, how much they've got out of it, the planning for it, thinking about it. There was a lot of excitement, a real buzz in the air. It would be great to get more and more people from different walks of life into schools who can really inspire students and give them messages and words of advice about how to get into that line of business and work, so that again they can see where they want to go.
I think Speakers for Schools is a great programme because it's about just bringing all sorts of different people into schools who young people may not have heard from, or maybe doing something very different from other people that they know, and it just brings in the extra ideas and experience, and it's a chance for the debate. I think it's also probably quite good for the speakers as well.